In the early 16th century, the Ottoman Empire was one of the most powerful states in the world, stretching across the eastern Mediterranean and the Balkans. Yet, while the empire appeared strong and stable, it faced a growing threat in the east. When Selim Mabarang ascended the Ottoman throne in 1512, he inherited a realm that was cautious and consolidated under his father, Bayezid II, who had prioritized internal order and avoided unnecessary military confrontations. But Selim the Fire, known to history as Selim the Grim, had a very different vision. Unlike his father, he was a seasoned military strategist with a clear ambition to establish Ottoman supremacy over the Islamic world. From the moment he became Sultan, Selim viewed the Safavid Empire in Persia as the most urgent challenge to Ottoman authority. The Safavids, under the leadership of Shah Ismail, had transformed from a spiritual Sufi order into a powerful Shia theocracy, expanding aggressively into territories historically influenced by the Ottomans. Their influence was not only political but also religious, appealing to Shia communities in eastern Anatolia who began questioning Ottoman rule. The rising popularity of the Safavid ideology threatened the Sunni foundation of the Ottoman state, which Selim considered essential to the legitimacy and unity of his empire. Selim's first step was to secure his internal borders. Recognizing the danger posed by local Safavid sympathizers, he initiated a harsh internal purge. Thousands suspected of supporting the Safavids were arrested or executed, particularly in the eastern provinces. This decisive and uncompromising approach sent a clear message that the Ottoman leadership would tolerate no opposition to its authority or challenge to its religious foundations. By eliminating potential internal threats, Selim ensured that his eastern campaign could proceed without the risk of rebellion behind his lines. In 1514, Selim launched a major eastern military campaign, personally leading a well-organized and modernized Ottoman army. The campaign culminated in the Battle of Chaldiran, a confrontation that would determine the balance of power in the region for decades. The Ottoman army brought to the field disciplined infantry, heavy artillery, and elite janissary units equipped with muskets and firearms, representing a significant technological and tactical advantage over the Safavid forces. In contrast, Shah Ismail relied heavily on his cavalry, known for their skill and bravery in close combat, but they were ill-prepared to face the Ottoman firepower. The Battle of Chaldiran took place on the plains near the town of Chaldiran, in present-day northwestern Iran. The clash was decisive. Ottoman artillery and gunpowder weapons disrupted and broke the Safavid cavalry charges. Shah Ismail himself was wounded and narrowly escaped capture while his army suffered a crushing defeat. Beyond the immediate military outcome, the battle had profound ideological and political consequences. The defeat shattered Shah Ismail's reputation as a divinely protected leader, undermining the religious authority that had helped unite his followers. For the Ottomans, victory at Chaldiran reinforced the empire's dominance in eastern Anatolia and solidified Selim Aferwan's status as a powerful Sunni ruler in the Islamic world. Following Chaldiran, the Ottomans gained control over contested territories and were able to reduce Safavid influence among the Anatolian tribes. This not only strengthened Selim's position domestically, but also allowed him to project Ottoman power further into neighboring regions. The success of the campaign demonstrated the effectiveness of Ottoman military organization and the strategic use of firearms, which became a defining feature of the empire's armies in subsequent decades. The implications of Selim's campaign extended beyond military victories. By defeating the Safavids decisively, Selim the Reformers established a precedent for how the Ottomans would handle ideological challenges to their authority. He made it clear that the empire would not tolerate rival powers claiming religious legitimacy in regions under Ottoman influence. This approach reinforced the centralization of power in the Sultan and strengthened the role of the Ottoman state as both the political and religious authority. Selim's campaigns also had a ripple effect across the Islamic world. Sunni rulers and communities saw the Ottoman Empire as a defender of Sunni orthodoxy, while Shia movements recognized the growing military and political might of the Ottomans. The confrontation with the Safavids at Chaldiran set the stage for centuries of rivalry and defined the borders between Ottoman and Persian spheres of influence. It also emphasized the connection between military power and religious authority, a theme that would continue to influence the empire's policies for generations. The Battle of Chaldiran was not just a tactical victory, but a statement of Ottoman ambition. Selim I's leadership and decisive action reinforced the notion that the Sultanate was a force capable of both defending its borders and projecting power abroad. It marked the transition of the Ottoman Empire from cautious consolidation under Bayezid II to an era of aggressive expansion under Selim IV. The triumph in the East allowed Selim to focus on other strategic objectives, including the Mamluk Sultanate in Egypt and the Arabian Peninsula, further extending Ottoman influence and control over key Islamic regions. Selim I's military success at Chaldiran also demonstrated the evolving nature of warfare in the early 16th century. The effective use of gunpowder, organized infantry, and modern artillery provided the Ottomans with a clear advantage over traditional cavalry-based armies. This technological edge not only secured victory but also highlighted the importance of innovation and adaptation in maintaining an empire's dominance. It set the standard for future Ottoman campaigns and underscored the Sultan's vision of a disciplined, professional military force. Beyond the battlefield, Selim's campaign reshaped the political landscape of the region. By securing eastern Anatolia and weakening Safavid influence, he established a framework for Ottoman control over trade routes, tribal alliances, and key cities. This enhanced both the economic and political stability of the empire and allowed Selim to extend his authority into other regions with confidence. The campaign underscored the strategic importance of the East in maintaining Ottoman supremacy and reinforced the Sultanate's position as a central power in the Islamic world. The impact of Selim Laik's leadership and the victory at Chaldiran went far beyond immediate military gains. It strengthened the central authority of the Sultan, reinforced the empire's Sunni identity, and demonstrated the effectiveness of combining military innovation with political strategy. By confronting the Safavids decisively, Selim I set a standard for future Ottoman rulers, establishing the empire as a dominant force not only in politics and warfare but also in the religious and ideological realms of the Islamic world. In conclusion, Selim I's early identification of the Safavid threat and his decisive response at Chaldiran were defining moments for the Ottoman Empire. The combination of military strategy, technological advantage, and ideological enforcement allowed the Ottomans to secure their eastern borders and assert their supremacy within the Islamic world. Selim I's reign marked a turning point, transitioning the empire from cautious consolidation to assertive expansion, setting the stage for centuries of Ottoman influence in the Middle East and beyond. The Battle of Chaldiran remains a landmark in military history and a testament to Selim I's vision and leadership, shaping the Ottoman Empire's legacy for generations to come.